set and ready to go. Nets on there good. And we are gonna go do some night fishing. So there should already be a ton of minnows around these lights, if not already having fish popping them off. Let's take a look, see what we got. Nothing crazy yet. Let's take a look. If I were to put a little light down there, it would surely attract them. But yeah, I'm gonna start with just regular jigging right here. See what we can get, just popping it off the bottom. Stars are out tonight, beautiful night. There's one. Oh, I lost him. Oh, I lost him. Oh, man. I had him for a sec, though. That's cool. I gotta tighten that drag, that's all. See if I can't pick him back up. Right in close. Let's bite. Something with the stinger, because that's crazy. So the brown's working, nice goby color. Let's see what I got in my box that'll kind of match any of that. All right, let's see. Could put a smaller bait on, but with this wind it's just not worth that. Let's see, what size jig head am I using here? It's either a 3/4 or a 1. Let's find out. That looks to me like a 1. Yeah, it's a 1. Okay. Brad tried to run away from me. Steve's trying to do that. We'll put it right here. Just like that here. Alright, scissors. This is exactly what I need. Kind of like that white sparkle belly. This will be closest kind of imitation I have to that goby color. Man, oh man, I hope they freaking love it. Say a little funky, a lot of funky on that. Oh man, I actually side hooked something. I got a scale on that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I got a scale. That's not good. I feel a tiny bit of fray in my line too. So put it right there. Maybe a carp or something. Oh, that's a pretty small scale. Could have got a walleye on the side there. Should probably grab my net and bring it down too, but we'll see. Okay, that feels good. Not going anywhere there anytime soon. Make sure it's nice and tight. Nice little cut right through the hole. That's funny. I'll take one of my homemade stingers. This one looks like it'll do the trick. Right through there. That's a size 10. Size 10 hook in the back. You can use smaller if you're fishing out further. If you're really whipping it out there, you got a lot of snags, but the size 10, that'll do just fine for out here. Make sure I trim that. Throw it away, there's garbage right over there. Trim this guy. Throw that guy right in. The other ones, I don't know if they can go in something like that, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't melt. I don't think high-techs are that way. goodness. Oh my goodness. If I could just freaking hook one today. It's got to have something to do with that slack line. They're right at that edge of where that, right at the edge of where the light is. Wonder if I foul hooked on. Get it right back out there, throw it right back in front of them, see if I can't get them to eat it again. Let's take a look and see. Nope, bait's still good. That felt like a grab. It was, to be honest. Either that or my line just nailed something. These fish are eating, that's for sure. Oh, there he is. Nope, nope, snag. This thing like wants to move too. All right. Back to this guy, because I don't feel like tying up a whole nother stinger. We'll see how this guy goes. We are at the next location, which is we're gonna try this tiny little hand net, see if that'll do us any good. But I think this next spot might be not any better. It's always hard to leave a spot where you've hooked fish or know that there are some. But I think this spot will provide better cover from the wind, hopefully. Got some nice spring flowers out. Oh, that looks juicy right there. That looks juicy right there. So minnows, I'm not even gonna use my light, it's bright enough, but minnows are gonna stack up right on the spot super aggressively, because you notice how hard the current's ripping all around through there. Not just the current, but the wind. And then this little spot right here, hopefully there's no snags. Can end that. Hopefully there's no snags, but there should be some good fishing right on this edge here. Should just freaking nail it. Should be some eyes sitting right down there. Ooh, don't know what that was. It's really shallow, it seems. Oh yeah, I can see the rocks. Okay. That's well, that explains part of this, I suppose. You can see that. Yeah. Super shallow. It was a bit deeper. Oh, yeah, and there's the minnows. Right there. All of them just sitting right there in that current. Probably hard to see, but they're right up there. So let's try this. I'd say perhaps maybe that's not the spot, but it looks like a straight drop from right down there right over here. So this just might be a good spot. It's definitely a bit deeper here. Could mean some very good things. I'd like to just jig this wall. That's what we'll do. We'll just jig this wall for a bit. Really? Yep. Oh, baby. It's a decent one, too. Alright, I'll keep him down and see how I'm going to net this guy. I don't know if I am. Oh yeah, there he is. I can't reach my net. Okay. All right. Oh. There we go. Okay. Whew. That guy was right up against the wall here. He nailed it. Turn off my light. Take that right out of the corner of your mouth. Oh, whew. Strong little guy. Nice male. Feisty. Whew. Nice fatty. Probably about 18 inches or so. Go right back in. First one of the day. The net works not very well, but just need to get a little bit bigger one. Go right back on the pack, and that was right up against the wall. He was ready for it. Ooh. So they're definitely out and about, and I bet you if I drop it right back down, there'll be another one waiting for him. Okay, all right, let's see. The wind has finally calmed down enough to walk back down and jig a bit here. I'm gonna make my way down a little bit. Seems right now like these fish are coming through in some decent numbers. You getting these bites. I've only been out for about an hour and 15 so far. I bet if I were to just walk and jig the wall though, I'd be picking up more fish, but I like to cast. So I guess it would probably be good to explain kind of what I'm doing. So one of the things that I'm trying to do, it's a little bit harder in this wind, is to pick up this jig, toss it right out to kind of where the light's edge is out there in the river. And ooh, just felt it hit bottom. Once I feel it hit bottom, just kind of jig it back. Now, on a sandy bottom, it doesn't really matter. This is more like mud, sand, whatever you want, whatever's down there. You can look for kind of slack line, especially when this wind's going like crazy like it is now. I'm looking for kind of a slack line and just snap it right back. Another thing I do is once I get it in close enough, I kind of just let it fall on its own, give it a kind of a natural falling presentation. And that works really well with these paddle tails because those paddles are just kicking in the current, and it gives it time for those fish to just slam it on the way down or even on the up jig. I've had them hit the up jig a lot too, and you really feel them grab it, and it's a great way with these fish. Most of my fish are coming from about 15, ooh, there was one. Most of my fish are coming from about 15 feet to 10 feet to 5 feet in. I'm rarely ever chucking it out there. You can get them in the middle of the river, but this time of night they're going to be close in chasing these bait fish that are going to come right up against these walls and try to keep themselves hidden. They press hard against it. Same with the rock bass. Get a lot of rock bass. But another really, really effective way is just to jig these walls like this. Because that hit I got was just about this far out. These fish will hit it. That's how I caught that one fish. These fish will nail it too. I guess it would also be worth mentioning that these lights provide kind of a natural or unnatural way for bait to come in. So I like to sit behind upriver of these lights and just let that jig kind of fall down drift towards the light and then jig it through the light back in. Because there's going to be a lot of predatory fish looking at those bait fish down there, wanting to pop them right in that light. And right on the edges too. They'll come in and they'll swoop in and they'll nail them just where those bait fish can't see them. These lights are really good places to jig too. Anywhere on the edge or even straight through the middle. But usually on the edge is where you're going to get most of your hits. I can't see my jig. That's... yeah. I was planning on doing that anyways. There's the fish. Where's the fish? Look, that's the fish. That's the fish, and it freaking nailed it, baby. Oh man, it's fighting like a son of a bitch. Oh man. Oh, what is this? It's a white, is that a white bass? Oh man, it's a white bass. It's a white bass. Oh man. I don't want it to break my rod. That was crazy. I thought I had something else, but boy, it's just a big old white bass. That is nutty. Look at this. Look at this. Let's get a measurement on this guy. I want to see how big he is. That's crazy that they're in. Let's see. Where are my tight hooks? Well, shoot. So that's probably what I hooked into the other time. Just didn't realize it because who really would expect it? Okay. Not in that pocket. There goes everything. Hooray. I'm losing it all. I'm losing my marbles. Quite literally. It's crazy that these guys are already coming through. Something to measure the fish. That is what I need. So I usually have one on me, but right now I don't. I gotta put one of those things in there. Alright, you know what? I'll find it. I'll find words. I will use the old classic way of measuring them. My fishing rod. This thing's a fat female. Put it from the tip. The nose right there. Ooh. Where are you going, buddy? Full of eggs, I bet. Yep. Full of eggs. Pretty much perfectly to the tip of that. All right, back in you go. Thank you, little buddy. All right. Ah. I caught him on the dock. But here, get a proper release. Oh.